Welcome to Beer Geeks. I'm your host, Kevin, and this week, or today, I should say, we're going to try Dogfish Head's 90-minute IPA. The 90-minute IPA is the IPA that they actually take for 90 minutes, and they continuously hop it, and throughout the boil, adding hops, I believe, if I'm correct, every 3 minutes to this. I've already had this once. Actually, I've had it a couple times. This is one of my favorite beers, and I think we're going to go ahead and try it. Alright, let's get right down to this, and let's taste this thing. And we got a special guest too, so I'll pour you one. She doesn't want to be on camera. I will not tell you who it is. So what we get here, sorry for this camera work. It's a very amber color, lot of carbonation coming through, and nice head. As you can see, the head is actually a little bit slightly beige. It's not completely white. I think it's showing up white on the camera. Let me go ahead and smell it. Get my nose right in there. Get a lot of sugars. I can smell tons of sugars coming through this. I can smell the hops. It smells like I'm getting an equal balance of hops and sugars in the malts. This smells fantastic, actually. Smell it? Amazing, huh? Very hoppy. The malts and the malt bill on this beer definitely balances out the hops. It's a little on the hoppy side. I remember the one I just had was a little bit more balanced than this that I had about a week ago. This one, I'm getting a little bit more hops, a little bit more of that floralness. You want to try it? This is still one of my favorites. This is actually their first that they decided to do this way, that they decided to continuously hop Dogfish Head. And since then, they've come out with the 60, the 120, and the 75-minute, which I believe the 75-minute is actually a blend. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a blend of the 90 and the 60, and it's also cask aged. So I've yet to try that yet. I gotta try that. This is my favorite. I've had the 60-minute. It's a little bit more like, there's a little bit more hops to the 60-minute than this one, but this one I feel is more balanced. Again, like I get like a little bit of like a raspberry taste out of this. It's really strange. Oh man, this is like the greatest beer. I love this. I just had a Pirat just a little bit before this. It's kind of along the same lines in the flavor, but this blows away the Pirat in my opinion, which is also a great beer. This is 9% alcohol. The IBU on this, I believe, is I think it's 90 IBUs. I'm gonna annotate that if I'm incorrect on it. So I think their whole thing was to call this 90-minute a 9% and a 90, as you can see there. So we got into both of these, as you can see, and shared it with a friend, and she made a little note to me that it's not as balanced as I say it is. I believe it is balanced. I taste a lot of the sugars and the malt, and it counteracts with the hops on the finish. What I get when I first put this in my mouth is I get the sugary flavor. I get a slight bit of fruit sensation, almost like a strawberry, a little hint of strawberry. And then on the finish, I get the hops in there. Not exactly sure what kind of hops they use in this, but this is very good hops. As my friend said, she thinks it's still a very hoppy beer, and I think that's fair. I think this is very hoppy. This is, over the past 2 weeks of all the beers that I've had quite a few pretty good beers. This is still my favorite. I've had a couple different kinds of Dogfish Head beers, and what else have I had? Like I mentioned earlier, I've had Pirat and quite a few other things, and I absolutely love this stuff. I think this is better than the 60-minute. You know, if you think I'm wrong, go ahead and shoot me a comment. Have yet to try the 120, and I'll do that soon. And this is the end of the review, and I'll see you guys next time for the next review.